21 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State University.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I am bringing you guys last night's free agents. We're going to talk about the re-signing of Marvin Bagley and then the addition of Kevin Knox. But before we get started, man, make sure y'all hit that like button below. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, want to see more videos like this, just like the video. Well, let's talk about Marvin Bagley. Okay. When the news broke, a lot of people were upset with the amount of money that the Pistons paid him over the course of 3 years. So if you don't know, it was a 3-year deal worth $37.5 million. No, worth $37 million, but I think it was like $12.5 million a season. Sorry about that. Yeah. So a lot of people are like, well, that's way more than what he's worth, and why are we paying him this much? And why are they, look at it, you know, here we go being Pistons, overpaying players, and it must not, you know, I'm very sure there wasn't a lot of teams looking to have him on their team, so why are we overpaying him? I got an insight for y'all, or what I think the reason for them paying him more than $10 million, because when they came out with the offer, they said it was around 7.5, either 7.5 to 10 or something like that. I have something in my eye. It was an eyelash. Okay, yeah. So because of that, a lot of people are like, oh, we overpaid, because how did it go from 7.5 or whatever or 10 to now this amount? Like, that don't equal out. I'm gonna tell you why. So Marvin Bagley is going to be in the starting lineup. That's kind of the only reason I can see them fully guaranteeing his contract. Meaning they're not giving him a team option. He didn't get a player option. His whole contract is 3 years, fully guaranteed. So I'm very sure that they had a talk with him and said, look, what you did in those 18 games was amazing. You know, looking at where you come from, what people had you labeled as, all the things that we were hearing, we didn't see that here. You gave our team a boost. The second half of the season, if I'm not mistaken, the Pistons were 500, I think. So if you take his play and plug him in for a whole season, and then you take the players that you had last season, technically, without counting injuries and all those things, the Pistons could have been a 500 ball team. We're talking 41 and 41. And in the East, that's a 6-7 playoff spot. Which, side note, gotta sidetrack a little bit, but let me just bring this up. I don't understand why people are talking about, I don't know what's going on my nose. I don't understand why people are talking about the Detroit Pistons. Oh, they're gonna win 28 games, anywhere from 25 to 28 games, or 28 games to 30 games. Get out of here with this, man. That's bull crap. How do you look at the team and you can verbally say out of your own mouth that they have improved through the draft, and you have to expect that Cade is going to be better? You have to expect that Killian, Sadiq, Stewart, all of them, you have to expect that all of their game is going to take another jump forward. So how do you predict them to only win 5 or 8 more games, or at the most 10 more games. I think they only won 20 games or something like that. Anyway, how do you expect that? Like, how are your expectations for this team so low? Yes, I get it. They're young. I'm not going in saying, oh, they're going to be a top 4 team, or they're going to be a top 6, not even a top 16, not even top 18. But I expect them to make it to the play-in. My expectations is that high, at least. And in order to do that, they got to at least be, 10 or 9? 9 or between 10 and 9, I think. So if that's the case, you telling me they're not a top 10 team in the East? I think they are. I think they're a top 10 team in the East. I think that they're going to be more so around the 37 to 40 range, maybe even 41. Because they may even play 500. But I think it's going to be more the high 30s, high to mid 30s. Personally. And even then, I'm kind of like cringing at saying that because I just feel like this is a 40-win team. So I'm going with 40. Put it out there. You can put Sports on the Run, said this. Yeah, I did. I think they're going to be a 40-win team. Because I just don't see them not progressing that way. I can't. And then if they don't, it's unacceptable. And us as fans need to hold, like this is not the Detroit Lions. You telling me a lot of y'all are expecting the Lions to come out and be like, oh, I can see them winning 8, 7 games. They only won 3 games last year. So if you in the NFL, 8, 10 games is a significant jump. So you're telling me that the Pistons can't have a significant jump? Anyway, back. Oh, excuse me. Back to the topic at hand, though. But yeah, Bagley is most likely going to be the starting power forward. He's gonna be their starting power forward all season. And he's gonna average between probably 15 points, 10 rebounds. He'd probably be more like high 8s. But he can give you 10 rebounds. I think, yeah, I say 15, 8 as far as points and rebounds. And to me, that's worth that deal. Because if you go and you look at the average starter in the NBA who's not on a rookie deal, most of them are averaging about $20 million per season. So for him, if he's putting up those numbers and only making 12.5 a season, that's a bargain. That's one heck of a bargain. So as a Pistons fan, as a Bagley fan, because I don't know what people are really going through, but that team needed him because that team was down and dragging, and he brought a spark. He was that big that they needed because he's 6'11". Stewart is 6'8". He brought the height. He brought the lob ability that they wasn't getting with Stewart. And that's what you need. That's what the Pistons need, because they went up against so many teams that was so bigger than them at the 5 position that they couldn't do nothing. Stewart can jump out the gym and grab rebounds. But defensively, I mean, he can stay with him, he can block him, but he's not giving you, my bad, it wasn't defensively, offensively. He wasn't giving you what you needed. Bagley, on the other hand, was giving you offense. Because it's a young team, you really need scoring for almost every group because nobody is giving you 30 points a game like that. I mean, you had Saddiq Bey who could do it, but he started off cold during the season, in the beginning of the season. That was another reason why their record was the way it was. He was cold. Cunningham was injured. I mean, your key players at that point in time, not there. Then you had Grant go down with an injury. Then you had Kelly Olynyk go down with an injury. It was so many injuries in the beginning of the season to the point where they couldn't even get on the road. Because when they first, in the beginning of the season, I think the first couple of games, they had potential. You've seen it. So I just think y'all need to give Bagley a chance, man. I think he's really gonna show y'all something. And honestly, he should not show y'all much, because if y'all seen what he did in the second half of the season for the Pistons, averaging 14.6 points per game, and I think it was 6.9 rebounds, maybe a little bit higher than that. But anyway, over a span of 18 games, man, y'all give that man his props. But thanks for watching the video. I will be back with another video later. Make sure, again, y'all like and subscribe to the channel. My like goal for this video is gonna be 20 likes. We're gonna start out at 20. So make sure y'all hit that like button, please, so I can bring y'all more content. It lets me know y'all like what I'm doing. It lets me know that y'all wanna see more of these videos. And I got y'all.